Aldi has been crowned Australia's best supermarket for meats in CanStar Blue's annual awards. The German supermarket chain won 4 of the 6 categories.
Aldi is embarrassing every grocery store in America. 89-cent bread, $3 organic eggs, $8 ribeye. Same quality, half the price. People line up before opening. Shelves empty by noon. Kroger, Walmart, Whole Foods, they're all praying you never walk through those doors. Today, I'm exposing 9 Aldi foods people are losing their minds over in 2026. Stick around. Number 1 is why I haven't touched a regular grocery store in 2 years. Let's blow the satisfyingly low prices wide open. 9. Love and Fresh wheat bread, $0.85. 85 cents for a loaf of bread in 2026, when most grocery stores are charging $3 to $5. Aldi's Love and Fresh wheat bread is the kind of cheap that makes people suspicious. This has to be terrible quality, right? Stale, full of preservatives, barely edible? Wrong on all counts? This is soft, fresh sandwich bread that tastes like what you grew up eating. It's not artisan sourdough, it's not fancy, it's honest, reliable bread that works for everything. The texture is perfect for sandwiches. Soft enough that it doesn't tear when you spread peanut butter. Sturdy enough that it doesn't get soggy. It toasts beautifully, golden and crispy on the outside, tender inside. One regular Aldi shopper told us, "I buy 3 loaves at a time and freeze 2. At 85 cents, I can stock up without thinking about it. My kids go through bread like crazy, and I'm not spending $4 a loaf at other stores." The ingredient list is clean. No weird chemicals, no unpronounceable additives, just flour, water, yeast, and the standard bread ingredients you'd expect. A store employee revealed, "The wheat bread sells out constantly. People grab multiple loaves. We restock it daily, and it's always one of the first things to go. At that price, it's a no-brainer." Here's the obsession part. People have done side-by-side comparisons with $3 to $4 store brand breads. Most can't tell the difference. Some actually prefer the Aldi version. The value calculation is insane. A family that eats 2 loaves per week saves about $200 annually by buying Aldi bread instead of name brands. That's real money for something as basic as bread. The obsession extends to what people do with it. One creative shopper told us, "I use the cheap bread for everything. French toast, bread pudding, croutons. When bread costs less than $1, you can experiment without guilt." But if you think 85-cent bread is impressive, wait until you see number 8, because this next item costs even less and has people legitimately angry about how much they've been overpaying elsewhere. 8. Happy Farms eggs, $1.29 per dozen, regular price. A dozen eggs for $1.29. In an era when eggs at other stores regularly hit $4 to $6 per dozen. Aldi's Happy Farms eggs are creating an obsession bordering on disbelief. People photograph the price tag and post it online. How is this possible? Becomes the common question. These aren't tiny eggs. They're not inferior quality. They're standard large eggs that work for everything: scrambling, frying, baking, boiling. One regular customer told us, "I've compared Aldi eggs to the expensive organic ones. I honestly can't taste a difference in regular cooking. For baking, they're absolutely identical. Why would I pay 4 times more?" The freshness is comparable to any grocery store. The eggs come with standard expiration dates. They're stored properly. There's no quality compromise happening here. The obsession has created stockpiling behavior. When eggs are $1.29 at Aldi and $5 elsewhere, people buy multiple cartons. Some buy a dozen for immediate use and another dozen to hard-boil for meal prep. One shopper shared, "I calculate that I save about $150 a year just on eggs by shopping at Aldi. My family of 4 goes through 2 dozen per week. That's not a small number." The price stability is remarkable too. While egg prices at other stores swing wildly based on supply issues and market conditions, Aldi's prices stay relatively stable. They absorb some of the volatility rather than passing all of it to customers. A store manager revealed, "Eggs are a huge traffic driver. People come in for eggs at $1.29 and end up doing their whole shopping trip. It's a loss leader strategy, but it works." The social media posts about Aldi egg prices are relentless. Screenshots of the price tag next to receipts from other stores showing $5 to $6 for eggs. The visual comparison drives the obsession. One TikToker with millions of views on Aldi content said, "My egg price comparison videos go viral every time. People are genuinely shocked. The comments are always, 'I'm going to Aldi tomorrow.' And they do." If you're already shocked by these prices, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe. The cheapest items are still coming, and you won't believe what's possible at Aldi. But here's where things get even cheaper. Number 7 is about to show you that Aldi can make even produce notoriously expensive in 2026 surprisingly affordable. 7. Seasonal produce, bananas, potatoes, onions, under 50 cents per pound. Fresh produce in 2026 is brutal. A single bell pepper costs $2 to $3. Berries are $6 to $8 per container. Organic anything requires a small loan. Aldi's basic produce staples are shockingly cheap. Bananas regularly cost 39 to 49 cents per pound. Potatoes are similar. Onions run about 59 cents per pound. These are the building blocks of home cooking. The ingredients that show up in dozens of recipes, and Aldi prices them like it's 2010. The quality is solid, the bananas ripen normally, the potatoes are clean and firm, the onions are fresh and flavorful. This isn't bottom-tier produce being dumped on bargain shoppers. A produce manager at a competing store admitted, "Aldi's produce prices on staples are loss leaders. We can't match them without losing money. They're using cheap bananas and potatoes to drive traffic, then making profit on other items." The obsession comes from reliability. Aldi's produce prices don't fluctuate wildly week to week. You can count on cheap bananas. You can plan meals around affordable potatoes and onions. One meal planning blogger shared, "I build my weekly menu around Aldi's cheap produce. Bananas for breakfast, smoothies, and snacks. Potatoes for dinner sides. Onions as the base for soups and sauces. These cheap staples make everything else affordable." The savings compound quickly. A family buying 3 pounds of bananas, 5 pounds of potatoes, and 2 pounds of onions weekly saves roughly $150 annually compared to shopping at traditional stores. A budget-conscious shopper told us, "People think eating healthy is expensive. Aldi proves it doesn't have to be. When bananas cost 40 cents a pound, everyone can afford fruit." The social proof is powerful. Seeing other shoppers' carts loaded with cheap produce creates a feedback loop. If everyone is buying the 40-cent bananas, they must be good. One employee revealed, "The produce section is always busy, bananas especially. We restock them multiple times per day. People know they're getting a deal, so they buy more than they might at other stores." Now, if cheap basics are impressive, number 6 is going to blow your mind, because this next item is a complete meal solution that costs less than a fast food burger. Chest, Mama Cozy's pizza dough, $1.99 centi. Fresh pizza dough for $1.19. The kind that comes refrigerated in a bag, ready to stretch and top. This isn't frozen cardboard dough. This is actual fresh dough that rises and bakes into restaurant-quality pizza crust. The obsession with Mama Cozy's pizza dough has reached cult status. Food bloggers write entire posts about it. Reddit threads discuss the best ways to use it. People stockpile it in their freezers. The quality is exceptional. The dough is elastic and easy to work with. It stretches thin without tearing. It rises beautifully in the oven, creating that perfect, chewy, crispy texture. The versatility drives the obsession. People use it for traditional pizza, for calzones, for breadsticks, for garlic knots, for flatbreads. One bag of dough becomes multiple meal options. A food blogger revealed, "I've done side-by-side comparisons with pizza dough from Italian bakeries that charge $5 to $6. Aldi's $1.19 dough is nearly identical. The texture, the flavor, the rise, all comparable. The math is compelling. A family that makes pizza once a week saves about $200 annually using Aldi dough instead of ordering delivery. If they were buying dough from other stores, the savings are still $150 plus." One creative home cook shared, "I keep 3 bags of pizza dough in my freezer at all times. Thaw one overnight and you've got emergency dinner. Add whatever's in your fridge as toppings. It's the ultimate flexible meal. Store employees notice the pattern. One told us, pizza dough is a gateway product. People come in for the $1.19 dough, grab sauce and cheese, maybe pepperoni. Before you know it, they're doing their whole shopping trip at Aldi. The social media content around this dough is extensive. Videos showing the stretching technique, photos of finished pizzas that look professionally made, recipe variations that push beyond basic pizza. One TikToker explained, pizza dough content performs incredibly well. People are shocked you can make restaurant-quality pizza at home for under $5 total. It feels like a life hack. But if $1.19 pizza dough seems like peak value, number 5 is going to recalibrate your expectations entirely. Because this next item costs less than a cup of coffee and feeds a family. 5. Pasta and pasta sauce combo. $1.78. Aldi's house brand pasta costs 89 cents per box. Their Regano pasta sauce costs 89 cents per jar. Together, that's $1.78 for the base of a meal that feeds 4 people. This combination has become legendary among budget-conscious families. It's the ultimate broke but still eating well meal foundation. The pasta is standard Italian pasta, not artisanal bronze-cut imported stuff. Just solid, reliable pasta that cooks properly and tastes right. Penne, spaghetti, rigatoni, all 89 cents per box. The sauce is shockingly good for 89 cents. It's not watery, it's not overly sweet. It's balanced and flavorful with visible herbs and a proper tomato base. One regular shopper told us, I've done blind taste tests with my family. Aldi's pasta sauce against Prego and Ragu. Nobody could consistently identify which was which. The 89-cent sauce held its own against brands that cost $2 to $3. The obsession comes from versatility. This $1.78 combination becomes the foundation for dozens of meals. Add ground beef for meat sauce. Add vegetables for primavera. Mix in chicken for chicken pasta. Layer it in lasagna. A meal planning expert explained, the pasta and sauce combo is my go-to budget recommendation. You can build an entire week of dinners starting from that $1.78 base. Add 1 or 2 cheap ingredients each night and you've got variety. The value calculation is staggering. A family doing pasta night once per week saves approximately $75 annually buying Aldi pasta and sauce instead of name brands. If they eat pasta twice weekly, it's $150 saved. One college student shared, I survived my senior year on Aldi pasta and sauce. Add different cheap proteins and vegetables to mix it up. I ate well on $30 per week, and pasta was the foundation. Store employees see the pattern constantly. One revealed, pasta and sauce are among our highest volume sellers. People buy multiple boxes and jars at once. At those prices, you can stock your pantry without guilt. The preparation flexibility matters too. Quick weeknight dinner, boil pasta, heat sauce, done in 15 minutes. Meal prep Sunday, make a huge batch and portion it for the week. Now, if you're already mentally adding all of these to your shopping list, hit that like button and subscribe because the cheapest items are still coming, and number 4 is about to show you that even meat can be affordable. 4. Never Any ground beef, $3.99 per pound when on sale. Ground beef at most stores in 2026 costs $6 to $8 per pound for conventional beef. Organic or grass-fed, try $10 to $12. Aldi's Never Any. Ground beef regularly goes on sale for $3.99 per pound. And this is antibiotic-free, hormone-free beef that would cost $7 to $9 at other stores. The obsession is real. When Never Any ground beef hits $3.99, Aldi shoppers descend like locuens. Carts get loaded with 5 to 10 pounds. People buy it in bulk and freeze it. The quality is excellent. This isn't the mystery meat ground beef you get at questionable stores. It's properly ground, correct fat ratio, cooks evenly, tastes like beef should taste. A home cook explained, I've used Aldi's Never Any, beef for burgers, tacos, meatballs, meat sauce, shepherd's pie, everything. It performs identically to beef that costs twice as much. The flavor is there, the texture is right. The antibiotic-free and hormone-free designation matters to many shoppers. They want cleaner meat but can't afford the premium prices at other stores. Aldi makes it accessible. One health-conscious shopper shared, "I refuse to buy conventional beef with hormones and antibiotics, but organic was $10 plus per pound. Aldi's Never Any Beef at $3.99 on sale lets me eat the way I want without breaking the bank." The versatility drives purchases. Ground beef is the foundation of countless meals. Tacos, burgers, spaghetti sauce, chili, meatloaf, casseroles. 1 pound of cheap ground beef becomes multiple meals. Store managers recognize the traffic driver. One revealed, "When we advertise ground beef at $3.99, the store gets packed. People come for the meat and end up shopping the whole store. It's one of our most effective promotions." The savings are substantial. A family that uses 2 pounds of ground beef weekly saves roughly $300 annually buying it at Aldi's sale price instead of regular grocery store prices. One budget blogger calculated, "Ground beef is expensive enough that Aldi's sale price is genuinely life-changing for families. The difference between $4 and $7 per pound adds up to real money over a year. But if $3.99 ground beef seems like the peak of cheap protein, wait until you see number 3, because this next item has people questioning whether Aldi is selling food at a loss just to prove a point. 3. Bakehouse Creations bread rolls, 85 cents. Dinner rolls. Fresh bakery-style dinner rolls for 85 cents per package of 8 rolls. That's about 10 cents per roll for bread that tastes homemade. The obsession with these rolls is borderline irrational. People buy them for every occasion. Weeknight dinners, holiday meals, party sides. Anytime bread is needed, these 85-cent rolls show up. The quality is shockingly good. The rolls are soft and fluffy inside with a slight crust. They warm beautifully in the oven. 5 minutes at 350 degrees and they taste freshly baked. The versatility matters. Plain rolls for dinner, slider buns for parties, bread for breakfast sandwiches. Toast them and use them for garlic bread. One 85-cent package serves multiple purposes. A food blogger did the math. Bakery dinner rolls at nice grocery stores cost $4 to $6 for 8 rolls. Aldi charges 85 cents for comparable quality. That's not a small discount. That's 85% off. Store employees see the obsession daily. One shared, "The dinner rolls sell out constantly, especially before holidays. People buy 5 to 10 packages at a time. At that price, why wouldn't you stock up?" The convenience factor drives purchases. Many people don't have time to make homemade rolls. These provide the taste and presentation of homemade at faster than frozen convenience. One busy parent told us, "These rolls make me look like I put effort into dinner. Throw them in the oven while finishing the meal. They come out hot and fresh. My kids think I'm a better cook because of 85-cent rolls." The creative uses extend beyond dinner. One shopper revealed, "I use these rolls for everything. Breakfast sandwiches with eggs and cheese, lunch sandwiches, mini burger sliders for parties. They're the ultimate versatile bread." The savings compound for people who regularly need bread. A family buying a package of rolls weekly saves about $160 annually compared to bakery prices. For people who entertain or have large families, the savings multiply. One party host shared, "I used to spend $20 to $30 on bread for parties. Now I buy 10 packages of Aldi rolls for $8.50. Same quality, massive savings. Nobody knows the difference." And speaking of savings that make you question reality, number 2 is about to reveal something that costs less than most people spend on a single coffee. 2. Breakfast Best Cinnamon Rolls, $1.49. Cinnamon rolls with icing, 5 large rolls per package, for $1.49. That's less than 30 cents per cinnamon roll. The obsession with these cinnamon rolls extends far beyond budget shoppers. People who have money choose these specifically because they're shockingly good. One food blogger did a comparison. "I tested Aldi's $1.49 cinnamon rolls against Pillsbury's $3.99 version. The Aldi rolls were fluffier, the icing was better, and they cost 60% less. This isn't a compromise, these are genuinely better." The preparation is simple. Pop them in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes. They rise beautifully and bake into golden, gooey cinnamon rolls that fill your kitchen with bakery smells. The icing packet is generous, creamy, sweet, and perfect for drizzling over warm rolls. Some people use it all, others save half for another use. The choice is yours. One regular customer told us, "These cinnamon rolls are my weekend breakfast staple. I feel bougie eating warm cinnamon rolls on Saturday morning, but I spent less than $1.50. It's the best kind of affordable luxury." The versatility surprises people. Some eat them as breakfast, others serve them as dessert. Some get creative, using them for bread pudding or cutting them into monkey bread. A creative baker shared, "I buy 2 packages of the cinnamon rolls and make cinnamon roll casserole. Cut them up, layer them in a baking dish with cream and eggs. Bake it. You've got brunch for 8 people for $3. Store employees notice the consistent demand. One revealed, "Cinnamon rolls are steady sellers. Not as crazy as some items, but they never stop moving. People buy them weekly. At $1.49, it's an easy impulse purchase." The comparison to coffee shop prices is striking. A single cinnamon roll at a coffee shop costs $4 to $5. Aldi's package of 5 costs $1.49. You could buy 3 packages and still spend less than 1 bakery cinnamon roll. The social media content around these rolls is extensive. Videos showing the baking process, photos of the finished product that look professionally made, comments from people shocked by the price. One TikToker explained, "Cinnamon roll content is comfort food content. People love seeing affordable indulgence. When you show that a bakery quality treat costs $1.49, it resonates." And now we're down to number 1, the single cheapest obsession-worthy item at Aldi, the product that has more cult following than items 10 times its price. Pirmes Deutsche Küche Spätzle, $1,60 mit 20 Centi. German egg noodles, Spätzle, the kind you'd pay $8 to $12 for at a German restaurant as a side dish. Aldi sells them for $1.69 per package. This is the ultimate cult product, the item that people discover by accident and become evangelists for immediately. Spätzle are small, irregular egg noodles traditional to German cuisine. They're tender and slightly chewy with a rich egg flavor. They work as a side dish or main course base. The preparation is simple, but the result is sophisticated. Boil them for a few minutes. Drain. Toss them in a pan with butter until they get slightly crispy on the outside. Season with salt and pepper. Done. The versatility drives the obsession. Serve them with beef and gravy for a German-style meal. Top them with cheese for Käsespätzle. Add them to soup. Use them as a pasta substitute. Mix them with vegetables. A food blogger explained, "Spätzle are one of those ingredients that elevate everything. They make a simple chicken dish feel gourmet. They turn basic vegetables into a complete meal, and they cost less than $2. The texture is unique. Not quite pasta, not quite dumplings, somewhere in between with a satisfying bite and the ability to soak up sauces beautifully." One home cook shared, "I make Spätzle with mushroom cream sauce. It costs maybe $4 total for ingredients. It tastes like a $20 restaurant dish. People ask for the recipe, and I'm almost embarrassed to tell them how cheap it is." Store employees notice the devoted following. One revealed, "Spätzle has superfans. People buy 5 to 10 packages at once. They know it's a great product at an insane price. When we run low, we get asked when more is coming." The gateway effect is real. People try Spätzle and then start exploring other German products at Aldi. The sauerkraut, the red cabbage, the German chocolates. $1.69 purchase leads to dozens of others. A German food enthusiast told us, "Aldi's Spätzle is authentic. I've had Spätzle in Germany. This is the real thing, not some Americanized version." The fact that it costs $1.69 in the US is borderline absurd. The social proof is powerful. Instagram photos of Spätzle dishes, recipe blogs featuring Spätzle, YouTube videos showing preparation techniques. The $1.69 noodles have created an entire content ecosystem. One content creator explained, "Spätzle content performs well because it introduces people to something new. Most Americans haven't had Spätzle. When you show them this amazing product that costs less than $2, they're intrigued. The savings compared to restaurant prices are comical. A side of Spätzle at a German restaurant costs $8 to $12. Aldi's package serves 3 to 4 people as a side for $1.69. You're paying 85 to 90% less for the same product. One budget-conscious foodie calculated, I eat Spatzel once a week. If I got it from a restaurant, that's $400 plus annually. From Aldi, it's about $90. I'm saving over $300 a year on one side dish I love. If these 9 items changed how you think about grocery shopping, hit that like button and subscribe. We're exposing the best deals at every major store so you never overpay again. The video on your screen reveals more budget foods from other stores that deliver premium quality. Watch it before your next shopping trip.